Changan Philippines showed promise in the country when they first broke out, even more so when the CS55 Plus was launched. The rest of the lineup, well, didn't seem too exciting in comparison. This new compact crossover, though, is a bit more exciting to say the least. So much so, we can see it going up against, in some respects, the likes of the Ford Territory, a viable alternative to the Toyota Corolla Cross, and possibly even beating out other similar rivals. Spec-wise, it's hard to deny that the CS55 Plus has a lot going for it. Earl got back from a drive to Baguio straight from their stockyard in Laguna, a pretty good shakedown, and he came back impressed, to put it mildly. And that dude's so picky he refuses to eat fish balls from the street, only from his own kitchen. What's wrong with that guy? Off the bat, it's a good-looking vehicle and it's plenty presentable for most people. It's got an attractive design overall. Changan chose to go with gold accents for the Lux model for a more neutral look, but it looks a little bit out of place on the red. Unless you like the Iron Man's color scheme, then you're solid.
Guys, stop. We gotta talk this through. It's good talk.
No, it wasn't.
You get a full suite of LED headlights, taillights, and DRLs on this car, and you'll find a lot of the lights come in non-typical shape, especially that rear third brake light on the spoiler, and rolls around on 17s. The overall size of the vehicle slots neatly into the aforementioned category, which means that the size and shape you're familiar with on Philippine roads. Some might say that the styling of the CS55 Plus is more upmarket compared to its other rivals, and we can see why. Let's just say that it doesn't look like its price tag suggests, which is great. The cabin looks good and has a sort of fighter pilot aesthetic about it, futuristic, no doubt, and a unique design given the other offerings in the segment, and price bracket too. Easy to notice that all of the major touch points were solid and didn't detract from the passenger or the driving experience. The seats are motorized, comfortable, and have decent padding on them. The rest of the cabin is spacious with a ton of room in the rear for cargo and 4 passengers. Even taller individuals can comfortably sit in the back with room to spare, and a 5th passenger could have been accommodated with little to no problems. While the CS55 Plus has a good measure of features, the stuff that stood out on the drive were the around view camera, the power tailgates, the sound system, Apple CarPlay, radar cruise control, a gorgeous 10-inch instrument cluster, and a daunting 12.3 infotainment screen, which can be finicky to use at first, but it is a lot of information to display, such as lane keeping info, speed, a G-force sensor, and fuel economy information. Now, when driving slowly, the CS55 Plus is easy to steer thanks to its electrical power steering doing a ton of work that needed to turn the vehicle. On the highway, the transmission was more behaved and gear changes were smooth and steady. On the mountain roads, it's stable, but the weight of the car paired with a comfortable suspension makes you more cautious, especially on Cannon Road. Initial impressions are good. There are a few cons that you will have to deal with, but none of them are absolute deal breakers. The model line starts at $1,179,000, but the better value could be the mid-level hype trim. If you value adaptive cruise control and if you find yourself on the highway often, then it's worth considering the top-of-the-line Lux variant that Changan offers at 1,373,000 Philippine pesos. I hope to get the Changan CS55 sooner than soon for our review on Behind the Wheel. Do consider subscribing to our channel so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and see you soon.